I'm Steve and welcome to Whitby. It's Whitby bike night and I've ridden through on this lovely sunny day which has now turned to a misty day. It's one of the benefits of living on the coast. It's fantastic, then the sea mist can just roll in and before you know it, it's like this. Saying that, it's still really warm and hopefully there'll be plenty of bikes here tonight. If there's one thing better than building bikes, it's riding bikes. Or riding bikes that you've built yourself. Maybe I should get back to the garage. We'll have a look around, get a coffee, and then maybe just get back and get some work done. Okay, so I'm back in the garage. If you're new to the channel, there's been loads of stuff happening, so go back, watch some of the older videos, catch up, find out what's going on. And don't forget to subscribe. We need people to subscribe. We've gone through that 1500 barrier, got to go for 2000 subscribers now. If you're coming back from, if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. I must be doing something that people are enjoying. And if you're watching without subscribing, please subscribe, like the videos, press the bell notification, and I won't have to keep going on about it. So what I'm going to do first is where I started stripping off all the sheathing for the wiring so I can get to the wiring and sort it out. I'm going to strip off all the extra, at least all the way down to about here, or maybe to about here, so I know what is what. I've got other little bits and pieces. This is off the rear brake light, the ignition, which I am going to alter, but for now I'll leave it. Side stand thing. So I'm going to technical descriptions on this channel. So I'm going to start stripping off that cable sheathing, and then I can check the size of some of the wires. Most wiring is, I'll show you how you check it, but most of it is probably 16 gauge, 18 gauge, and then a lot of smaller stuff. I'm quite surprised how small some of this is. Probably about 22, but I'll go through that. So I'll start off by stripping back the sheathing and then we'll carry on from there. So let's get some done. Good when you get a nice long run like that. So pulled that off and it says old alarm cable ? And now that it's all stripped down, this, which goes to connector A as I've marked it, this wire was cut off and taped over, does nothing. So I'm pretty sure it's where they've tapped into the alarm. So tapped into the wiring harness for the alarm, so I can probably just cut that back even further. The other one that's appeared is two loose wires on what was the rear indicators and the rear light. I suspect that they went to the LED that was in the rear light that the alarm ran. So this is now loose, or half of it anyway. So what I'll do is I'll start putting components back on the bike. What I've got is these little things that sticky on, and then you cable tie your loom in place. I don't like seeing cable ties around the frame, so I'm going to do this. I'll put the components back in their place, I'll start connecting up the loom, and we'll see where we are. as you can see, it's a case of getting wiring in so it looks nice and neat, it isn't too stressed, figuring out where all the extras are going to go. This one that I'd ever clean back goes to the fuel sensor on the end of the carbs. I assume that's what it is, some sort of sensor on the carbs. That needs tying into here now, so it'll all be wrapped neatly, because that goes on the end of the carbs over here somewhere. These are all the multiple connectors that were down there, that's had that big rubber boot on. They'll all be up here now. So things like this, which connect into, which is connection, I've got it marked as F, which is that one. That's obviously too short. That's going to have to run up there, onto the top of there. So ideally what I'll do is I'll cut that end off, extend that cable, and then join that under there, so all my connections are under the seat. Same with, well, these two. Let's go to connection C, they'll be too short. That one, so they'll all need extending. So I'd just have to play around getting most stuff back where it wants to go, and then you've got your things like, so that goes to the sensor, so that can be dropped out the way. Then you've got your coils left and right, and they look like they will be pretty much in the right place. Regulator, rectifier, that's pretty good. Fan, and then all your front lights, but you can see how much extra there is. So they can all be shortened. Oh, I can't see. And there's all your lighting, and you can see how long that is. So that all could be shortened up. So what I'll do is I'll continue to get it in position, just cable tying it how I like it. Once I've got it all sort of cable tied, I'll then start to wrap it so it's nice and neat. Doesn't look like I'm going to have to shorten much on the loom, possibly the lighting end. It'll be wires that, like individual wires like that one, and these ones that come from the engine and from the side stand, sensor and things like that. They're going to need extending, and then I can join them under the seat so they're out the way, and it's nice and dry for them. And then shorten the front of the loom, and then I've just got to get the ignition wires to the starter, relay, main fuse and the battery, so they'll all have to be made from new. But I'll continue getting all this in, cable tying it up, getting it how I like it. Once I know it's about right, I'll start shortening wires. This video is going to run a bit long, so I'm going to do the normal thing and split it, and there'll be the second part on Sunday. I've got quite a bit done, but it's been a busy week. I've been out on the bike, and the pubs have opened, and as of yesterday you can actually go inside, so there's been lots to do. But the second part of this will be up on Sunday, so don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you Sunday.